This is the enormous Christ the Savior Cathedral, and it's a very impressive church, the central church of the Russian Orthodox faith, but it's not very old. It was built in the 1990s. There was a church very much like this built here in the late 19th century, but Stalin had it demolished so that the Palace of the Soviets could be built here. So when tourists would come in the 1930s, what they would see here in this area was an enormous hole in the ground, and then they would see mock-ups of what was going to be the Palace of the Soviets, the largest freestanding building in the world, which was a large spiral up to an enormous figure of Lenin. And it was a real typical aspect of these tours, that you would focus on not Moscow as it was now, or the Soviet Union as it was now, but what it was going to become in the future. After Stalin died, it was realized that the Palace of the Soviets was never going to be built. So Khrushchev turned this enormous hole in the ground into Moscow's largest public swimming pool, which is what it remained until the fall of the Soviet Union, when this church was rebuilt on this site at enormous expense. That is real gold covering these roofs, running into the hundreds of kilograms of gold.